Hello and good morning and welcome back to Just Outside the Workshop. You may have been able to guess since we're stood right next to her. We're working on Patty again today. Patty's 7.5 tons worth of pneumatic power hammers. We've been working on getting it running right. At the minute she's running a little bit too fast. When I started this job it was just a quick, we'll put the motor on it, we'll get it running, and now it's escalated into like a 4-day ordeal with many hundreds of pounds, and it's still not running right, so we're cracking on. So there's a few different bits that we've done. I'll take you back to the motor side and show you what we've been up to. Let's get on with it. Right, so as you may be able to see, things have escalated. We got our big puller out, and the pulley, original pulley, has been removed. I've got some footage of that, so I'll put that in the video in a minute. So where we're at in a minute, we've got this old one pulled off. We've got a new one that I've ordered, which should be the correct size to get the RPM down. We're running at 150 RPM with the hammer with this pulley, and we're hoping to run at 120 with this one. There's a 30mm difference in diameter, so that should be slowing us down. Hopefully this is going to work. I'm still waiting on a tapered lock bush for this pulley. But yeah, that's how we're going to slow the motor down. If this doesn't work, we'll be putting this one back on and going the VFD route. I'll chuck up some footage of us removing this one. That was quite a battle. I'll chuck up some footage of that now. Right, so the first thing I had to do was we had to remove this gib key. Originally I welded this plate onto a puller and I hooked that over the end of the gib key, and I tried using it as a puller, but that didn't work, so we went down the route of just welding it directly to the key. So we put a bit of pigeon in there, and then we used a big, drilled a hole in a lump of iron and just used that as a slide hammer, and we was able to get that one out. So she was fit well, took a lot of force to get that one out, but once it was welded and it was solid, that slide hammer worked out perfect. Oh. You see now, I think we're winning. I tell you what, this is definitely a job you want to start at the beginning of the day, not the end. She's fighting us all the way. Gosh, you gotta give up in a minute, surely. Who's gonna give up first, me or the pulley? Show it the big torch and see if that'll help. No heat's going into that motor, so I'm pretty sure that's safe. You got to strap off though, because that'll spontaneously combust. We're going to get our ratchet strap back on. You don't want that puller falling off, trust me. It's like wrangling an octopus trying to put that thing on. Have at you, bugger. Success! Right, so it's a new day and we've had a package arrive. Let's get it open and see what we got. So under the cover of the fog this morning, the postman has delivered us a gift. Well, not so much of a gift as I had to pay for it, but we've got our tapered bush. This is the last piece of the puzzle. So what we got is basically a taper lock pulley bush of the correct size. It's 2 3/8 bore size, and that should be the correct size and taper to fit in our big pulley. So that should fit in there like that. And then you basically, I've never fitted one of these, but it looks quite simple. Just obviously the more you screw the set screws down in, the tighter that taper gets, and that should hopefully lock it onto the motor shaft. So we're going to go ahead and get this fitted, and then we should be back up and running. Like I say, last piece of the puzzle. Right, so as you can see, we've got the motor starter fitted now. Done that the other night. Let's see what I want to do. Just now that we can run the motor again, just clean off this motor pulley here now. So I'm going to fire it up to clean that up. Right, so with the press of a button now, she should just fire on. Well, that's got the shaft cleaned up nice. That's polished up lovely. I just want to, before we get carried away, I want to try and get some grease in down into these bearings. So there's this little port here. I'm just going to pack some of this grease down in. We get that filled up, we can put the plug back in and use that to squeeze a bit of grease down in there. We'll do that a few times. Blooming hell, they're the size of A. We've got a tarantula on the scene. He's a big bugger, he's been eating well. Right, we're going to have to vacate him. He's going to have to go live somewhere else. Come on. Of course, I could just go get a grease nipple and fit a grease nipple, but that would be the sensible thing to do. On the other side I should just be able to take this whole plate off, pack it full of grease. I'll scrape the old stuff out. Last thing to do then to be getting this pulley fitted. Like I say, never done one of these before, so you get the bush wants to go on. First, find your rag. Turn it off. So, taper can only be that way, so you put your screws in. So the pulley's got to go on first in that case then. So, pulley, holes to the front. Bush. We could make a step key to go in it if it doesn't all line up. If it doesn't, or if it does start slipping, should I say, we can always put a stepped key in there. But I'm going to try it with just the action of the taper. So we get this lined up best I can. We'll get a torch. 2, 3. Go get an Allen. I'm just going to have that lined up at the end of the shaft there. That looks where it's going to be the best. I think what we're going to want to do is pull the tension on the belts, and then we can lock this hub down. and see where she's going to run best. Just wind them just wind them set screws in now, so we can't get it locked to the motor shaft. Just wants a couple of duggers. Right, let's try it. So unfortunately, due to circumstances only the weatherman can control, I got to put you in the shed all the way over here to watch it because I ain't got a coat for the camera. So I'm going to test it. I'm going to see what RPMs it's running at. Hopefully it's 120. Out with the door didn't shut. Right, got my gauge. The moment of truth. Someone lock you out. Right, so that's it. I'm going to end this one here. So I've got a job lined up for it next. We're going to be making a die to make a part for the steam engine. So tune in for the next one, and we'll heat some steel up and we'll try and make some on it. So thanks for watching. Charlie, if you're watching, mate, get your dad to buy you one. Cheers!